Welcome to another episode of Inside the Red Zone. I am your host, MJ. This is my co host, Tamir. Tamir, how are we doing?
We doing all right. We doing all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the midst of free agency season and NFL draft season. And we know how crazy both can get leading into the spring. So, without further ado, let's get right into it for today's episode. So, earlier today, the Buffalo Bills, no, the Chicago Bears, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, traded DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills for a 2026 second round pick. Luckily it wasn't for a first because having the Bears get not the Bears having the Bills get two first round picks, crazy. Tamir, how do you feel about the trade? Does it benefit both sides, or do you see this just being an open opportunity for the Bears to pick up somebody in the draft? Or is it even Roman Duze season?
I think this is the Roma Duze season. I feel like he took that leap. I feel like he took that leap last year before he got hurt. Yeah, it was Roma Duze. That's the one with the afro. Yeah, before he got hurt, he was already taking that leap. DJ Moore was already like taking a different role. He's playing more of a gadget role. And I think I think the Bills finally got the receiver. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I think they still draft another receiver in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely believe they draft another receiver. And a second was kind of a fleece for DJ Moore. Not gonna lie, especially for the role he could play. As we saw last year, Chicago's putting him in the backfield. I don't think Buffalo's gonna do all that, but they could opens up the offense for the Bills a lot more instead of Josh Allen, James Cook just running the ball 24/7. Josh Allen sometimes find a receiver that could catch the ball downfield. So DJ Moore just adds another pair of reliable hands to the Bills offense. How you feel about the trade?
Uh, More or less, basically what you just said, because I like because remember I'm gonna compare this to Seattle Seahawks because the Seattle Seahawks did a similar thing last offseason. As you know, they got rid of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, and then Jackson Smith and Jigga went on to have the career of his life. And it's only his second season. It was only his second season. And now he's a Super Bowl champion in his second season. So I think the Bears are telling Romo Dude, hey, we're giving you the ball. You're our wide receiver one. We're giving you the reins. Caleb Williams relies on you. There's another wide receiver over in Chicago,
Luther Burden.
Luther Burden. Like now, that's officially wide receiver two. So if you're into fantasy football, Romo Dunze's stock just went up. He just went up because we've seen what Jackson Smith and Jigga can do. We've seen him what he did last year against us, unfortunately, against the Bengals. What we've seen what he did against the Packers in that second game. We've seen it all. So my thing is with this. This is in my personal opinion. I think this is a fair trade, even though this is somewhat a fair trade actually. Excuse me, because DJ Moore, like Tamir said, DJ Moore can have an effect of a wide receiver one. Now in Buffalo, we see what the wide receiver core looks like in Buffalo. Keon Coleman, uh, Curtis Samuel, uh, Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, all those tight ends, and the only premier player you have really on your offense aside from Josh Allen is James Cook. So I think Buffalo did this as a safety precaution for Josh, so he wouldn't have to run the ball over 50% of the time. So honestly, I think this is necessarily a good move on behalf of the Buffalo Bills. Now on the Bears side of things, now I see them picking up a O lineman in the draft now. I see because remember one of their O linemen earlier this week he retired.
The center, yeah.
So he
I was
retired.
I was
So
thinking they go running back here.
I mean, they have DeAndre Swift and oh my gosh, Rutgers, Munungai. They have Munungai.
Yeah,
They have
but they said the
Munungai.
Bears not done. On Twitter, you can't always take everything you see on Twitter for a
I don't
fact.
think they're
You
gonna.
can't. But
I don't think they're gonna trade him though. I don't think so. They
I
just
don't
got
know.
Munungai last year. Maybe they
No-
might trade
Well, not
Swift.
yeah, not Manunga. I'm talking about they might trade Swift. They might do that. I think they might try to get a younger running back. Swift is getting kind of old, mind you. He was on the Panthers before the Bears, and then he was on Philly. So he's been in the league. He was with Philly when they made that first Super or that second Super Bowl run when they lost to
No,
the
the
Chiefs
first
the
one.
first time
I
because
think it's on the
they
first one.
or the first one. So the
Mm-hmm.
one they lost to the Chiefs, he was there. Then he went to the Panthers, stunk it up. Then he came to Chicago. I think they might want to move on to somebody younger. They got Monunga, but I think they might want to draft another running back so they can do so Ben Johnson can do what he did in Detroit, have that 1-2
Hey,
punch.
that's literally what I was thinking. That was dead what I was thinking. But mind you, David Montgomery, I don't. We'll get to the Lions later, which I don't know why in God's name would you do that? Would you give up David Montgomery? I don't get that. But as far as I think you need to keep DeAndre Swift because of that. He's similar to a David Montgomery, where you pound the ball, pound the ball, pound the ball. Especially in those games where you feel like okay, they know that Monungai is a breakout player. Just give him on the outside, he's gone. But DeAndre Swift is that back. He's that first down, that second down back. We need that nitty gritty, that grind yards. He's there. That's what DeAndre Swift is there for. Now Monungai, he's there for that third. If you need like a third and short, or if DeAndre Swift's out on the sideline type of back, he's more similar to a Jahmyr Gibbs type of back. Whereas he can catch the ball as well as Jahmyr Gibbs. So it isn't like where you're going back and forth with it. It's like more similar to what Ben Johnson had that offense with Dave Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. So that was a point I was honestly going to bring up, but good on you for bringing it up. Real talk. But like I said, honestly, for both sides, I think I'm not gonna say the Bills fleece the Bears. I'm not gonna say that in your terms. I'm just gonna say as of right now, it's an even trade sort of because we have to see what
We
Josh
gotta see how he
Allen
performs with him.
we have to see it, especially in that new stadium as well. We have to see how they link them and how they coincide before we get into training camp and before we get into the draft. We have to see how well these two might coincide. So, on to the next topic. Yesterday as well, the Kansas City Chiefs did a questionable thing, in my opinion. Very, some would say, okay, we get another draft pick in the draft. We get picked what number 29, right?
29. Yeah,
They get
29.
picked number 29, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Kansas City Chiefs traded All Pro DB Trent McDuffie to the Los Angeles Rams, beefing up that Jared Verse already led defense. Now, I said this to one of my friends in college. I said the Rams ain't playing around this year. They trying to get Matthew Stafford his second ring because they know they should have won against Seattle Seahawks, which inevitably they lost. So what do you do? But they want Matt Stafford to get his second. They want McVay to get his second. And how close they came last season speaks to the hunger that this team needs for a Super Bowl. So, do you think on the Kansas City Chiefs part of this trade that they were a bit risky, knowing that they already have a solid defense led by Steve Spagnuolo, or is this just leading the Rams to a bettering their defense, especially leading into the draft?
Well, I'm gonna have to put that warning out. This is their year. Sadly, even for Cowboys fans, we just gotta accept it. This is the Rams' year. They back the Super Bowl is back in SoFi. As we know, last time they won a Super Bowl, the offseason started with a massive, massive trade with the Lions when they got Matt Stafford. I want to say this trade is as the same
No,
magnitude,
it's not.
but it's still an all pro cornerback getting traded. And this is the second time in the last 10 years the Chiefs have done this to an all pro cornerback of theirs. They let Najarius Sneed go, or they traded Najarius Sneed. They let him go. He was an all pro cornerback. I think he is still. I
On the
haven't heard.
Titans.
Yeah, he's on the Titans. I don't know if he still is. He went home. Marcus Peters, before he got traded to the Rams, he was the Chiefs. Same
Mm-hmm.
exact stats, same exact numbers as Trent McDuffie. They sent them home too. So Trent McDuffie, the Cali native, they sent him home. They got him. They
Mm-hmm.
got a 29 for it. I honestly think the Rams fleeced the Chiefs. I use that word a lot, but for an All Pro corner, that's hard to find in this league. And we know we thought we had two with Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs. We didn't. So you understand, we as Cowboys fans understand how good an all pro corner is for your team. An all pro
Mm-hmm.
anything for your team.
And I want to get into the like you made a valid point discussing the term all pro. The term all pro sets a team in a direction, whereas you're one of the best of the best. You're not just among a good player. You're one of the best in the National Football League. You're the cream of the crop. When they say these people in a starting 4-4, when you have a starting 11, all the offense and or defense, you're one of them. Like, for example, Patrick Mahomes, we know him as literally the best quarterback in the National Football League. There's something to say about that. That means you are the best at throwing the ball. You're the best at evading defensive players. You're the best at reading the pocket. You're the best at reading the mic. You're the best at make extending plays. You're the best at everything when it comes to that role. All pro is something serious because it also includes networking as well. You're an all pro. What linebacker that plays for the Tennessee Titans, for that plays for the Cleveland Browns. Even though those teams suck, but pause. You still have a brand of network, like a player, not a player, a fan could look forward to, like, this player, yada yada yada, is in the game. Miles Garrett in the game. Jarius Sneed in the game. Oh, we know what they can do. We know what they can do. That's a sense of what all pro. The term all pro can not only change a player's life, but can change a team's life. So I look at that from that perspective. So good on real talk. Good on you for bringing that up as well. Bring it. Good on you for bringing that up as well. But for this Jarius Sneed trade, yeah, dude. I want it to be our year so bad. I want to bring it back to Cali. I ain't gonna front. I do want to bring it back to Cali. I'm going back
Back
to
to Cali.
Cali.
Yeah.
I wanna bring it back. I'm not gonna lie to you, but uh, with jeez, the Rams ain't going nowhere. I
No.
don't know what the Seattle Seahawks gonna do in the draft because
JSN might
they
be in some trouble next year. He gotta see him twice, maybe three times. Or in this
it,
or yeah. Like we saw last year, three times. So
because Jesus. So I,
outside of that last year game against us when CD Lamb and George Pickens did whatever they wanted to Trent McDuffie, he's really that guy. We saw what he did to Jamar Chase, I want to say 2 seasons ago,
mm-hmm,
when he had him crying on the sideline, just looking lost. That's probably a top three receiver when Joe Burrow is healthy. When he actually has a QB, Jamar Chase is the best,
mm-hmm,
one of the best receivers in the league. And Poop
exactly.
and JSN rised up to the level, so you know who is sticking him on game. It's Trent McDuffie. The Rams
Exactly,
probably
dude.
just got their JSN stopper. I'm not going to really claim that. I'm not going to really start calling him that until he does stop JSN. But even then, Seattle, we don't know what they're doing. I think they go 10-7 next year, but the Rams are here, and
But
the league might be in some trouble.
and I want to say this: if Trent McDuffie comes with the mindset of Dion when he came to Dallas in the '90s, going up against Michael Irvin, whereas for him, his Michael Irvin is Puka Nakua, his Michael Irvin is Devontae Adams. If he comes in the mindset of learning and like iron sharpens iron,
It's gonna be a problem.
bro,
He
you're
hasn't
you're
really
gonna
had comp in Kansas City to go against. If you really think about it, was he there
in
when
the
Tyreek was
division.
there? No,
No,
no, I don't. I think he was there a year after Tyreek left, right? So he
mm-hmm.
hasn't had no practice in the division. He's had comp. Well, who do you? No, has he? Cortland
Realist in
Sutton?
the Cortland Sutton, Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen,
Nah, we not. We
um,
nah. Keenan Allen like 10 years ago. Yeah, I would have gave you that.
but Lad McConkey though, Lad McConkey's still a dog though. I ain't gonna lie to you, Lad McConkey's still a dog, even in his rookie season as well. His
Yeah,
rookie
yeah.
season,
Nah,
he was a
that's
dog.
what put him onto the map, and then you drafted him. So
We don't talk about that. We don't. We're Mike McDaniel is an offensive coordinator in LA now, so who knows? Something might change. I might put him as my flex. I'm not giving you my. I gotta get back on the horse, bro. I gotta get back on the horse because 3 straight championship appearances, my first losing season ever. I can't allow that to ever happen again. I'm so serious.
hey
I
man,
can't do that ever
some people
again.
are naturally gifted. I'm some people. You know what I mean?
Let's get one. You lost by point .5, bro. You lost by
Point
point
three.
.5.
Get
Point
it. Point three.
point
Let's get
three.
it. Yeah, let's
Like
get
that's
it
any
correct.
better.
Like
Like
T
that's any
Higgins didn't
better.
drop 3 touchdowns on you and get last year championship. Oh, you don't want to talk about that?
Malcolm, if you watching this, bro, that's personal. That's personal, Malcolm. If you watching this, bro, that's personal, bro. We don't talk about that. I love you, bro. All love, but we not talking about that. Uh, but nah, honestly, with this whole Trent McDuffie trade, Trent McDuffie needs to come to that mindset that he's ready to learn.
Mm.
And you're learning from the best. You're learning from Sean McVay. You're learning from Devontae Adams. You're learning from Puka Nakua. Even you can even learn from Jared Verse a thing or two. You can even learn a thing or two from Jared Verse as well.
One thing,
So
one thing I want to say about Sean McVay, he has like a knack for turning corners into elite guys. I'm not gonna say Emmanuel Forbes Emmanuel Forbes is a elite guy. He's not a elite guy, but compared to what he was in Washington to this season, he had a major turnaround. So with
Sean McVay is a winner.
Sean
Sean
McVay's
McVay
a
is a
winner, and
winner.
he's a cornerback whisperer somehow, somewhere. He
Mm-hmm.
knows what he's doing with these cornerbacks. Really, just the defense in general.
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey was that guy before he got
No, he
there.
no
So,
he no he was, but I
he
think he
elevated. I think Sean McVay allowed Jalen Ramsey to really elevate his game more, so he could become more of a all around player. As we saw for Pittsburgh, he's playing safety now. If
because
had he my
because
fault. Let
my
me.
fault because you saw in Jacksonville he more or less played man. He wasn't really good in that zone defense. He more or less played man because you saw against Julian Edelman, Gronk always up in their face, always in the coverage. But Sean McVay taught him, hey, patience, dude, patience. Let the ball come to you because Jalen Ramsey he's a ball hawk and he's a cover man as well.
Yeah.
But Sean McVay just told him, calm down. The ball's gonna come to you. The ball's gonna come to you. Always, the ball's gonna come to you. And now he's showing off his talent, in which I'll credit Mike Tomlin for this. He had him play safety because Jalen Ramsey is not in his prime no more. He's getting up there in age.
Mm.
So, in which I like that scheme before they traded Minka Fitzpatrick. I still don't understand to this day. I don't understand why they traded Minka Fitzpatrick. You have him in the all backfield, so you realize quarterbacks can't throw the ball because if they throw the ball, hit stick and incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I think this was his season, his highest sack season. So they really got him. He's more like in a box now for. He's not like back there as a free safety. He's more of a strong safety playing. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, Jalen Ramsey as a strong safety. He's a big guy. He's 6'2", 6'3", 215. He could play that position and he plays it well. Jalen Ramsey is probably one of the smartest corners in the game, as we know. And
Yo, talk about it.
he's a leader. He leads that defense. Him, Patrick Queen's there. I think Patrick Queen is there. There still is. I think he's.
Oh
I think
yeah, Steelers. I'm thinking
yeah.
about LA. I'm thinking about LA. I'm
I
thinking
think
about
Patrick Queen's a Steeler. I don't know.
Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward's kind of old, but he's just that veteran guy. Every team has that veteran soul. You know what I mean? But once you get that guy like Jalen Ramsey, after he went through that Sean McVay factory and Sean McVay turned him into the guy he is now, we
Mm-hmm.
saw how it is. He balled out in Miami too. Don't forget, he might have not played a lot, but when he did play, he was he was
He only
good.
played for like what, a season there, and then he got traded.
Half a season because he was hurt when he came to Miami.
That's right. That's right. Because I don't remember him on Miami. I don't have like too many memories of him in Miami. But
I
yeah,
remember his
you're
first game,
right.
he caught a pick six, or he caught a pick and almost scored.
Yeah, but I'll definitely say this in conclusion, going into our next topic. Uh, um, all love, nothing but support for Trey McDuffie on the Rams. Obviously, we know what the standard is in LA, and that standard is to bring another Super Bowl to LA.
Mm.
So, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. So, Tamir predicted this. I will in turn next time. Tamir predicted this. He hit it on the nose. Go back to our previous episode and watch. Kyler Murray got released from the Cardinals, in which now there's a few teams that do need quarterbacks. I'll put the Minnesota Vikings up there. I've
seen Atlanta. They said, I've seen so many quarter. Let me go ahead and take over real quick. I'm gonna give the mic back over. I've seen so many crazy quarterback rumors in the last week or two after Kyler Murray got released. One thing I did see and I really liked the idea of was Kyler Murray to the Rams, and he sits a year behind Matt Stafford. I think that could change it for Kyler Murray. But I see Michael. I've seen trade rumors about not trade rumors. I've seen Tua in Atlanta. Don't know how that's working. You got why would you want two left-handed QBs? I've seen that. I was like, not too keen on that. I've seen Kyler Murray in the Jets. Obviously, like you said, Minnesota. And it's a lot of teams that need QBs, but the team I like Kyler Murray going to the most is definitely the Rams and him sitting the year under Matt Stafford. So he won. What did he tear his ACL? Or he tore something. It was he had to go down for the rest of the year. He was hurt. He rehabs that
Tua,
injury.
right?
No, Kyler.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he hurt something. He goes down. He rehabs that injury. He learns under. You might not like this. One of the greatest quarterbacks that played the game so far. You can't deny Matt Stafford is that guy.
Oh
Depending,
yes. Oh
he's one of
yes.
the best quarterbacks we've seen.
I might have disagreed with the MVP. I would disagree, but I'm not saying Matthew Stafford's a bum at that.
Nah,
I'm never. Look at what he's done with the things he's had in
yeah.
Detroit. Think about that.
Well, he did
So
have
yeah,
a
I'm
freak for a wide receiver for like
in the
5 years.
for like
Yeah,
5 years, and then you just had Golden Tate, and then
and Kenny Galladay for like
and
two
Kenny
seasons.
Galladay. That's it. Like, if
Yeah,
anything, I'm not. I wasn't calling him a bum. I just
yeah.
thought that I just thought at the time that Drake May was MVP because how he was balling. That was my personal opinion. Never called him a
Yeah,
bum. Never
yeah.
never called
No,
Mr.
no, no. I know
Stafford a
you
bum.
didn't, but I think Kyler Murray would probably be the best situation for Kyler. But that contract is massive. That contract is nasty. I don't know what the Cardinals was thinking.
Uh, I mean, you gotta think about it. A few seasons ago, we all thought
Kyler
The
Murray was a
Cardinals were
future MVP. We thought that he was going to be a few.
6-0. Ended up not making the playoffs that year and ended the
Oh
season
yeah, that
what
was
in
the
the fourth.
season AJ Brown didn't catch or he didn't turn around for the ball. Yeah, I remember that. That changed the whole trajectory of the franchise. Not gonna lie.
Exactly. So my thing with that is you're 6-0 in what 2000 and
I think that
I'm
was
a,
21, 22. I
around
think
that.
it
It
was
was early
21.
20s.
I think it was
Early
21.
20s.
Yeah, I was fresh out of COVID.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's next with Kyler Murray because my thing, he doesn't have an arm. He extends plays. It's not like he's a bum at quarterback. It's just look at the situation you have in Arizona, though.
You gotta look at it. You only Marvin Harrison Jr. He's shaky. That's your number one receiver, and he had a down year. He's had compared to the hype
Ever
he
since he
came
stepped in the
in.
league.
He
Ever
took
since he stepped in the league.
with
Ever
the
since.
hype he came in. He kind of on the Keon Coleman train. Cam Newton just got to look at him. If we want to be honest, Cam Newton just got to have a real deep look at Keon Coleman. We not Keon Coleman. Marvin Harrison. We gonna have some conversations. There's gonna be some memes about him too. If we want to be honest. Not saying
I
he's
just.
as bad as Keon Coleman, but if we being brutally honest, with the pick he got selected at, wasn't he top 5, top 10?
Around that, he projected, yeah.
He was top 5, top 10, right? If you top
Mm-hmm.
5, top 10, you gotta have top 5, top 10 type of yards and catches, right? You're not
But it
dropping the
also
ball.
depends. It also depends on the quarterback as well. It also depends on that as
Kyler
well.
Murray wasn't that bad.
But off topic. I want to go off topic for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Shout out to NFL social media this year, bro. Oh my god, I saw something. I did not realize how many memes we had for NFL social media this year. Josh Allen throwing straight pastrami's to Keon Coleman.
Oh, it was another one.
Yo,
It's all the NFL nicknames we had. We got Justin Herbert getting called the what if man. You could put Josh Allen there too. There's a lot of what if mans in the league. We got Josh Allen, we got Lamar Jackson, Justin
round,
Herbert. What if this? What if that? What if he had this?
round of applause, baby. Make that stride clap.
Oh yeah, that had me.
Yo, no disrespect to CJ Stroud, but yo, what was that, bro?
No,
I
that was
loved it.
hilarious.
I loved NFL media this year. I loved it. But back to going on topic about Kyler.
But
Uh, go
but
ahead, go ahead.
but with Kyler though, I think he might just want to sit under Matt Stafford, and learn. He might want to take that Jordan Love route, learn under one of the all-time greats, and just start
Cause I
hooping.
also hey, think about it. Cause no, not Mac, Sam Darnold even. Sam Darnold went to the 49ers for a year, learned under Sean McVay, Kyle
Kyle
Shanahan,
Shanahan,
QB
and
whisperer.
he was probably running up for Super Bowl MVP. Like it's something there. I would say he could go to San Francisco, but nah, Brock Purdy's not giving up that job. unless he breaks his ankle in half.
They just signed him to 5 years.
Oh yeah, last year, right? Last season,
They
right?
literally just signed him. But
That
my
mean,
thing about San Fran is not to get off topic again, but they need a wide receiver except for George Kittle and Jawan Jennings is a free agent.
George Kittle just tore his ACL, so he won't even be there for the beginning
He
of the
won't
season.
even be back at the beginning of the season because he tore his ACL literally in the divisional
Playoffs,
game.
yeah, the playoff. No, yeah, against Philly, yeah.
Yes, no, not because they beat Philly. They beat Philly.
No, but
No,
he tore it against Philly.
Philly. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. I was thinking about the 49ers. Lord have,
yeah,
but no, I was thinking about the Seahawks. I was thinking about the
yeah.
Seahawks. Lord have mercy. But he won't be back by week 1. He won't be back. So my thing is, who can't just spam CMC? You just can't because we've seen what happens when you spam CMC. He gets hurt. We've seen what that causes. So the 49ers either go in the draft, grab wide receiver, or go into free agency, draft a veteran wide receiver for 1 year, wait for the next year's draft, because next year's draft is loaded with offensive weapons.
Yeah,
So
this
I
year's a
would
defensive draft. If anything, if I was the Niners, I'd try to probably make a trade. I heard they might be looking to move Fred Warner. That could shake up the league.
Bro, did you not see how Fred Warner if Fred Warner no, the 49ers beat the Seattle Seahawks and went to the NFC Championship, bro. He was on pace to be in the NFC Championship, bro.
Yeah, so it looked like Fred Warner is healthy because I saw the videos he's talking about. He was like running, but his leg, I ain't really trust the leg, but he was running full speed. He was looking good.
This dude was doing jujitsu like he was in Kung Fu Panda, twin.
Yeah, nah,
What are we doing here,
Fred Warner.
bro?
Fred Warner
Freak
still
of
has
nature,
value, so I think you might be able to
freak,
finesse somebody for a first round pick for Fred Warner next year.
freak of nature, bro. Freak of nature.
But like we was talking about CJ Stroud, round of applause. Baby, make that
Baby.
Stroud clap. The Houston Texans just finessed with a capital F the
Capital
Detroit,
F.
with the Detroit Lions for a running back one. Because many people don't know, David Montgomery, before he went to Detroit, he was the number back, he was the running back number one in Chicago. And
He was.
he was pretty good.
He was.
But then Jameer Gibbs happened and they
Roll
kind of
Tide.
roll tide.
Roll Tide.
I don't watch college football. But you feel me? Jameer Gibbs happened. And Jameer Gibbs kind of came into Detroit, snatched his chain. Nah, David Montgomery, he got to eat too. So he was like, I'll take my talents elsewhere. Houston was probably his best option if you really think about it. Where is Joe? Where is Joe Mixon?
Nowhere to be found.
We don't know where Joe Mixon. He's pulling the Brandon Ayuk. We don't know where he's at. We
Because he was on because he was like on ineligible to play all season long.
Yeah, he was pup.
Literally all
He was
season
on a
long.
pup list. So we don't know
All
what happened to
season
Joe
long.
Mixon. Nick Chubb,
And we don't
after that brutal injury he had a couple years ago, he's just not the same. And Woody Marks,
he's a solid
he's
running back too.
yeah,
Solid running back
I
too.
feel like he could give you a little bit of the spark, but David Montgomery is going to be a bell cow. And fantasy owners, you know who the number one pick in the draft is? Jameer Gibbs. He's gonna be your number one pick.
I was gonna say JSN Puka because
Nah,
the past few years has been straight running back. But I could see Jameer Gibbs being a top 3 back though. I could see him being top 3. I could definitely see. I could see Puka at 1, JSN at 2, 3 Jameer Gibbs.
I
Because
think
I know
Jason's at one. Puka at two.
you're right.
Puka shares
Honestly,
the
because
field with
look,
Devontae
yeah,
Adams and all that. And I think they're
yeah.
gonna add another offensive weapon. Oh no, and he has Kyron Williams too.
And I will say
And
this for fantasy owners as well: GP3 and CD are going to be in the
the
top
stack.
10.
And as a Hall of Fame NFL GM, myself, they're somehow
You
both gonna
scam
end up.
people.
I don't scam people. They're somehow
Yes, you
both gonna
do.
be on my team. Ask about me. You can ask
Ben,
them.
Ben, Justin, don't allow this fool to have both GP3 and CD, please.
I would have. If
Please.
I wanted to, I could have got GP. If I wanted to, I could have got GP. Could have got him early.
Man, what happened to the game I love? Just stick with the players that you got. Write it
Nah,
out.
buddy. Nah,
If you
buddy.
suck, you suck.
I'm on my Howie Roseman.
Oh Jesus, you compare yourself to Holly Roseman. Lord have mercy for the Camden Birds. Lord have mercy.
Yep, I'm evil on the fantasy. I'm evil in the fantasy. You know,
Jesus help. Lord take the wheel.
I'm the only person that flips Bijan Robinson.
You get off topic, boy. We get off topic. We getting off topic. We
Yeah,
getting
my
off.
fault.
We not gonna talk about that. We're not. I let's say I
It's
won
his
that
fault.
trade. I won
He
that.
won that
I
trade,
will.
but I was in the championship. So what does that say?
I mean, you kind of lost.
Still was in it. You didn't even make the playoffs.
Lost. It was an off. Is a person who made the championship 3 straight years not allowed to have an off year? The Kansas City Chiefs had an off year.
Yeah, but you won one and lost two, and then didn't make the playoffs the fourth year. So how that work? You coming like the
Kansas
Bills,
City,
low key.
Kansas City Chiefs lost one and won two. I mean,
You lost.
tomato
You won
tomato.
one. You lost two, and then even make it the fourth year. How that work?
Listen, it's hard out here, bro.
Oh
It's
no, it was
hard.
easy. I was licking my
It's
fingers all
hard.
year. I was eating.
It's hard. It's hard doing this, bro. Doing back to back to back, running two fantasy teams,
Mm.
knowing people are gunning for your head. It's let me know because you make one is easy. One is easy. Three straight.
But I'm here to
John
stay.
Smith. Oh,
Oh yeah, he got cut. He just got
John
cut.
Smith.
He just got cut from the Steelers.
I will
I don't know
never.
what they're doing.
I will never forget what you did for me a few years back when you got me to the championship. Thank you, John Smith.
Speaking of Johnny Smith, he got cut. That was another big headline
That
move this
I,
week.
I didn't understand it, but then you look at their depth and the backup tight end that they have, Washington. He had some plays last year, though. I will say
I
that
wouldn't I wouldn't make him out in number one though. I feel like he's more of like
I
a
wouldn't either.
I
He's
feel
more like a defend like an
package
offensive line.
a package type of deal. But
Exactly. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't unless they're going tight end.
I don't think they go tight end. What pick do the Steelers have?
They have the pick after.
What are the tight ends in the draft?
They're in the 20s. They're in the 20s.
They're
It's
after us.
like
They're after us. After our second pick.
gosh, if Kenyon Sadiq is
He's not falling all the way down there. The Bucks would
after
probably
the
pick him up.
low key though.
I think the Bucks would pick him up.
But no, because the thing is, Levante David and Jamel Dean, they're both free agents. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that, and Mike Evans as well.
Well, if Mike Evans is gone and Mecca Book is going to step up, we need another offensive weapon.
Yo,
Bucky Irvin is still there. Don't forget
Rashad
Rashad White.
Rashad White's a free agent as well.
Oh well, he wasn't getting a lot of burn anyway. So if you can keep Bucky Irvin healthy, Mecca Ibuka healthy, Baker healthy, and then you add Kenyon Sadiq, that offense is probably top 10 in the league right there.
But speaking of unrestricted free agents, this is literally into our next topic. There is a lot of Kansas City Chiefs that are free agents this year. As I mentioned earlier in the show, Hollywood Brown is a free agent. Travis Kelsey is a free agent. Hold up. There's a lot of big names, but I think I think the Chiefs need something offensively in the draft. They need to go offense because Hollywood Brown. Because yeah, granted, Xavier Worthy. That's obviously probably your wide receiver one, and you have Travis Kelsey. He's
Rasheed
not in
Rice
his
is still
prime.
there. I forgot about him.
And
Rasheed Rice
yeah,
is still there.
that's right. Rasheed Rice is still there, but you have Travis Kelsey. That's Patrick Mahomes' go to. So I don't know because we haven't heard anything from big names such as A Rod to see where he's doing. Because as of right now, because I'm not gonna lie to you, as of right now, it looks like A Rod is staying, but Travis Kelsey hasn't said a bit. He hasn't said a word about his future in Kansas City, which leads to my question with that. In which it's probably an easy answer, but do you think Travis Kelsey goes for one more ride?
Nah. It would have to be two more rides because you got this season. I don't think Mahomes. I don't.
Mahomes is on pace to return week one.
Well, if he returns week one, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a conversation between him and Mahomes, and they're going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that's what's going to be. And it depending on what Mahomes tells Travis, that depends on what Travis does. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just say Mahomes isn't there for week one. I don't think Travis stays. I'm gonna keep it, but I think Travis just rides off into the sunset with his two rings and 3 rings, excuse me.
Yeah, I was about to
3
say
rings,
three.
3 rings, and one of the best tight ends ever. He could go home. He could literally retire and call himself one of the greatest tight ends of all time, and he is.
He is one of the greats, but in my personal opinion, he's not the greatest. But
Nah, he's
that's the
not.
conversation for now.
That's Gronk.
That's the conversation. That you read my mind. Thank
That's
you.
Gronk, but
Um, but I wanna talk about some of these veteran free agents that are out here. For edge rushers, we have Trey Henderson, Khalil Mack, Hassan Reddick, Joey Bosa. For D linemen, we have DJ Reader, Daquan Jones, and John Franklin Myers. The one name that kind of sticks out to me, low key, is Hassan Reddick. We saw how the Eagles used him last year. They used him more blitz formations, more zone blitzes, because we saw how he got to Josh Allen last year in that game against Buffalo. So that name Loki sticks out to me. Trey Henderson just fumbled. The Bengals just fumbled. There's no if ands or buts. The Bengals just fumbled. So I'm gonna start with edge. I'm gonna start with edge. If Dallas were to sign any, because I want to bring up one thing as well. Remember last year when it was before the trade deadline last year, there was rumors that Trey Henderson was going to be a star.
that's who we thought we was getting instead of Logan Wilson. It was a lot of trade rumors. And now, speaking of trade rumors, if you've been on Twitter, Dallas, Chicago, and unfortunately Philly has been the main
Bidding,
candidates
bidding.
on Max Crosby. And I just saw someone on Twitter saying the Cowboys were super close to getting the deal done, but other teams stepped in and started offering 2 first-round picks, and we backed down. So with Trey Henderson coming into the conversation, I think we will probably push on him. We probably go for Trey Henderson, and I think
Cause
he'll go
I
for it. But
go
Hassan
ahead.
Reddick, I don't know.
He could be better. He have a good 1 year deal. He could be good for a 1 year
I don't
deal.
think he signs a 1 year deal. And I don't know. I think we might if we can't get Trey Henderson, then we go after Hassan Reddick. And that both if they're both of
Or
those
or or Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa.
Khalil Mack did have a good season last year. He still could do
Mm-hmm.
it. Joey Bosa, I'm not too sure of.
No, in the playoffs though, in the playoffs, Joey Bosa did show up. I will say that
For the
Joey Bosa
Bills,
against
yeah, I forget.
Jacksonville on that
Mhm.
final drive and against Denver. So I will say Joey Bosa has a little bit left in the tank. He has a little bit left in the tank.
One position group I would like to focus on, as especially as Cowboys fans, the linebackers. The
Yo,
linebackers,
I will say this: the Giants. You will be stupid to let go of Bobby Okereke. You will be stupid to do that.
Bobby
That will
Okereke,
be.
with our scheme, he would be nice.
He would
But
be perfect for
if we want to make a splash and we don't, get Sonny Styles or CJ Allen,
if
and
they're
we
available.
don't, if they're available, but we don't have a second round pick this year. I don't even think we have a third round pick. So our chances are Jacob Rodriguez, unless we reach at the 20th,
Unless you trade
it's
up in the second, third round, if we do
unless you
have a
trade
third.
for a second or third pick, then
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we get Jacob Rodriguez neither. We probably should look at Devin Lloyd or Devin Bush.
Or I will say this. I will say this. Levante David is a free agent, as I mentioned earlier in the show. I think we should push for Levante David. Bobby Wagner is a free agent, but he's gonna stay in Washington. In my personal opinion, I
Yeah.
think he's gonna stay in Washington. Alex Anzalone, he's a free agent.
I don't really like Alex Anzalone. I'm trying to think on how
What?
Christian like. I'm trying to think on how Christian like.
Oh, okay. I
I'm trying
see.
to
I
think on
see
how
where
he
you're coming
runs his
from. I see
defense,
where
and
you're
I
coming
think
from.
Devin Lloyd would be. I think Devin Lloyd would be probably the best option, or Devin Bush. Devin Bush, he's probably one of the most athletic linebackers in the league. If we being brutally honest,
My thing is, Demario Davis is way past his prime. He's good for a 1 year deal on another team. He's not really good for us in our scheme,
you
to
know.
be honest. And the scheme that the new defensive coordinator wants for our system. Reed Blankenship is also a free agent.
We with Alontae Taylor, safety for not safety, cornerback from the Saints. He's a free agent. He's been rumored for the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys. We already know we're probably jacking 2 of Philly's players, and I'm fine with them because Philly
Cause
got
they,
they coming with their coach, the Kobe Dean, Reed Blankenship.
mm-hmm.
Can't be mad at that, and it worked as we see when you still division rivals. It does work out. Ask the Giants.
that's
That's the
that's still a burn on them. That still hurts them. I ain't gonna lie to you. That
oh well, let him
it.
hurt.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh well.
Y'all paid Daniel Jones instead of Saquon Barkley, and he got mad and went and had an MVP caliber season. So you know what I mean. Do what you want with that information.
But I will say that speaking of the Philadelphia Eagles, do you see any team trying to push for AJ Brown?
Oh,
Uh,
I've been seeing so many teams, so many. It's two in particular. And I
which
think you've
it,
seen Patriots and the Ravens. Those are the two teams I've seen. The Raiders came up, but then I was like, nah, that wouldn't make too much sense.
that does that.
Unless you want their first and AJ Brown. I don't think nobody in their right mind is trading AJ Brown and the first. I think the Patriots give up their pick for AJ Brown, the 32nd or the 31st pick
Thirty
for,
first.
for AJ Brown. And that's gonna make him
Oh.
dangerous. They just got rid of Stephon Diggs. He's probably
So
not
my
gonna
thing
touch
is
the
they're
field
making
again.
space. Then and he just created what 22.6 million cap space.
And they're probably gonna be able to sign a player or two.
Mm-hmm. So I think the Patriots and Mike Vrabel. I think you're because I did want to ask you that like who because we saw the type of season AJ Brown had last year. It was a mixed emotions, a lot of whining, not in a bad way, but look at it back at it. When you have a quarterback that can't read defenses, it is frustrating. It
Quarterback
is
can't play
pretty.
under center. Can't make simple throws. What can
It's
your
pretty.
quarterback do outside of run the ball
It's
and
very.
get his butt pushed? What can he do?
It's it's very frustrating. It is very frustrating when you have a quarterback that cannot read a defense to save his kid, who can't ID the mic to save his life.
And then
So
the best chance of you getting the ball is you running the street. So it's just like if I was AJ Brown, I want to be going to. I would actually want to go to a team with an actual competent quarterback.
exactly,
And the Patriots are probably the best team for him. You
Mike
could
Vrabel can get him under control.
Baltimore would help, but I don't know how he would like it with that new coach. I think Mike Vrabel would be the best option because Diggs wasn't doing a lot. He wasn't doing none of that foolishness. Well, he had a couple of
Mm-hmm.
foolish moments, but he wasn't doing most of that foolishness under Mike Vrabel. He doesn't play that. And Mike Vrabel before
Mike Vrabel doesn't
AJ
play that.
and
He don't.
before AJ got traded to Philly, Mike Vrabel was very adamant against it. And then once
Mm-hmm.
AJ got traded to Philly, the downfall of the Titans just happened. Like it was a steep decline.
Exactly.
So
Very.
get him back with his old coach, and you're gonna get the old AJ back when
And
he was
and
just.
AJ Brown even respects Mike Vrabel too.
I
So
don't
it's
think
not
he
like
respects Nick Sirianni.
he doesn't. He doesn't. And it's all about a respect factor because they call wide receivers divas. No, when you have a quarterback that can't read defenses, I mean, like what are we
Yeah,
doing here? What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing? It doesn't make sense. Like what are we doing? So as we get into draft season, as the portrayed I proposed earlier in the show, me and this was more off script. We'll drop it as a clip, but me and Tamir we did our own draft, so we're gonna put that on the screen right now. Sorry for how you look, bro. Um, let me see if I can expand this out. Hold up. Yep, and we are doing that. All right. So sorry for how you look, bro. Once again.
it's
So
crazy.
obviously we have Fernando Mendoza. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. We have Fernando Mendoza at the one,
Yeah,
obviously. Arvel Reese at the two. We saw how Sonny Styles combine was.
we're no longer getting
We
him.
we are no longer getting Sonny Styles. That was the
One
dream.
thing I want to tell fellow Cowboys fans: you might have heard all this stuff like Caleb Downs is falling. That's for a reason. We don't want him anymore. Them boys told us he had a what's a what did they call it? They called it a disintegrating ACL, something like that. Why would we waste that? Why would we waste a 12 on that? And he's gonna give us what 2.5 good seasons and then just be injured for the rest of his career. I'm not trying to have that. You want to know another player that had the same condition? It wasn't called disintegrating ACL, by the way. It was something else. It's more medical. It was more medical. Todd
Mm-hmm.
Gurley had the same condition. He's 20. He's 31, 32. He should still be in the league right now, but he's been
He
gone for
should
about
still.
5 years.
He
You
should
understand what
still
I'm
be in the
saying?
league. He should. Yep.
I don't think Cowboys fans want to go through that pain of seeing what if Caleb Downs stayed healthy? What if this, that, and the third? Caleb Downs
Mm-hmm.
didn't do. He didn't participate in any of the combine drills. He had a partially torn UCL. That's in your
Yeah.
elbow, so that's not that big of a concern for a Cowboys fan. So I mean, if unless he's planning on throwing ball any type of passes, we're good. But it's these injury concerns that's dropping him down, and I think Jerry Jones is going to bite on it. And I implore you, Jerry, not to bite on it
Don't
because
don't do
the
it,
the
bro.
the partially torn UCL, cool. It is what it is. That's his elbow. He's going to be all right. We're not really worried about the elbow. The ACL part,
It isn't like a Jermard McCoy issue where it's like it's his leg. Because if it's your arm, then okay, we can work with that. We're it's giving and getting. We get that.
yeah.
But if it's like an ACL, MCL, torn ligament in your ankle type bit, then
It start getting a little
no.
worrisome because as a corner and the safety, you need that. And the fact
You
that
need
they
bro.
said
You need to keep up with wide
they dropped a
receivers.
new medical term on my head just for his ACL. I've never heard of that until that day when I saw all the reports come out. So, man, I really don't even see him going top 10 anymore. I
Yeah,
don't see him
no.
going top 10 anymore.
The one thing that low key shocked me about this is the drop of Spencer Fano. That low key shook me. In which my thing is, yeah, Lamar needs an old offensive lineman, but I would have gone defensive tackle or a
Wide
excuse
receiver.
me, or wide receiver. Exactly. I would
But
have
if you
gone
see, but
between.
if you look right there, Kenyon Sadiq went right under them. Kenyon Sadiq would change the
So he's
offense.
available.
He's
So he's
available.
you have
Marketing.
Andrews, Isaiah Likely,
Isaiah likely
and
going. Oh yeah, he going. Oh, he's going. He's a future commander. You ain't see the rumors? You ain't see the video?
he better not be,
He said
bruh. Hold
he said
on.
there's always love for the DMV. And he's a free agent. I don't think he resigning.
I don't. I
He
didn't.
might be a commander. I might have to send it to you on Twitter.
Hold up, cause I did look. Hold
He's a
up.
free agent. Isaiah likely is a free agent. I'm trying to tell you.
I put John Smith, Zach Ertz, David Njoku. I gotta do my research on that. If Isaiah Likely is a free agent, oh my goodness gracious, oh
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
uh,
He's
and
super free
and
agent.
it, and it's not like Mark Andrews like can't handle his own because we know what Mark Andrews can do on his own. We saw it when Lamar was literally wide receiverless for one season. We literally saw it.
That was the season when he had that crazy catch against the Browns when he falling back, had his helmet pulled off. Oh yeah, I remember that season.
Hmm.
And then he got paid off
So
that season. So you know what I mean.
and that was my first year I won a Super Bowl with Prime Depot and Prime Mark Andrews. God
But
bless it.
the thing that really shocked me was this though. In this draft, I've noticed this afterwards. The Chiefs didn't pick up no offensive players.
They need to. That's the one thing they need to. I think the Chiefs
They picked up Ruben Bain, and then with the 29th pick from the Rams, Kendrick Fuller or Kendrick Falk, how you want to pronounce his name?
Falk.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. You
I don't
have a
agree with this.
defense. You have a great defensive mind in Steve Spagnuolo, but we saw how that offense operated last year. We saw it, and it did not look good. It didn't. You had, yeah, granted, Patrick Mahomes, all time player, not arguably the greatest quarterback of our time. Dude, he needs weapons, dude. That
Yeah,
he needs Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the leading rusher. He was the leading yards rusher on his team last year, dude.
and
Come
he's the quarterback,
come on,
and he's not even like a
and
true
he's the
mobile quarterback. If
quarterback.
it was Lamar Jackson, I wouldn't have bat another. I would have bat another eye. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Josh Allen, I'm like, really? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Kyler, I'm like, really? All right, but Mahomes,
Think
nah.
about it. He does not look at the weapons. You have an aging Travis Kelsey. You have a I'm not gonna say a bunch, but you have wide receiver twos. No, you don't have that solidified wide receiver one. You just don't. You do not have a wide receiver one,
You need that wide receiver one.
and you saw how Josh Allen. I mean, yeah, they won a Super Bowl without having a wide receiver one, but you had Travis Kelsey as well.
Well, if you also want to think about it, they won the Super Bowl with the wide receiver one, as in Tyreek Hill,
Exactly.
and that was one of Mahomes' best seasons ever. So
In my personal opinion, the only reason why the Chiefs lost Super Bowl the second time against the 49ers is because Greenlaw got hurt. That's in my personal reason.
that's the only reason the one. If he didn't get hurt, if that was a, I'm telling you, black magic. It's in the NFL.
Oh yeah, Black Matt. Especially if in that season. Oh, the Devils work. the devil was
They were
doing
sacrificing
mad
people.
work.
They were sacrificing people in Kansas.
Mad work. Mad work.
And then he
It
paid the
was
price.
mad.
Paid the
Mad.
price. But I think
Golly, how you about to run off? Go.
I don't agree with this mod drive. But how you run onto the field and your ACL just pops?
Ladies and
That
gentlemen, how does that happen? Ladies and
we
gentlemen,
got to
how
open
does
an
that happen?
investigation. We got to go through Anna Reid's house.
It's not like he was just in a play. He was running onto the field, dude.
Coming back from halftime.
No, I think it was in like what, second quarter.
No, it was coming back from halftime. I remember because they was getting ready to run back on the field. And yeah, he ran.
He
ACL
might have
popped.
been
And
running,
you saw Fred Warner just
and you just go like no.
yeah.
That he went straight no. Cause the game was low scoring until Greenlaw got hurt. It
Yeah,
was
and
going to be a
then
defensive game. It was regardless going to be a defensive game because how both defenses were. So when Greenlaw got hurt, and that was a key part of that defense, God knows how that looked. But you know what's funny? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? You don't see. You see
oh
Akeem Mesidor drop to the
yeah.
Eagles.
Well, he's 30 something, so that's a good reason why. Keem Nezador is old enough to be my brother. My brother's 26 and Keem Nezador is 26. So you
You
understand what
see,
I'm saying?
you
You don't
see.
want that man as a rookie coming in to play for you. Philly's gonna take a chance on it because Philly always they're gonna be good
I don't
regardless on
know.
defense.
I don't
They're
know
gonna be good
why.
regardless. Nick Fangio is just that guy. He's gonna be a head coach in the next 5 years. Let's just go
Speaking
ahead
of
and
defense, excuse me. Speaking of defense as well. San Fran. Why? I
speaking
need to know why. Why did y'all pick up
of I
Eberflus?
oh yeah, that just happened today. I mean, hey, do what y'all do. Do what y'all do, man.
I need to know the logic behind
He's
that.
a he's the
Did
offensive
it
he's the assistant defensive coordinator, by the way.
like
So
what can he offer you as an assistant? What can he offer you? I'm
San,
serious. What can he
San Fran
offer
knows
you?
something we don't.
What? It's not like Robert Sala's there. If Robert Sala was there, then okay, that would make much more sense. But Sala is the head coach
Coach
of
of
the
the Titans
Tennessee
now.
Titans. What can that man offer you? Besides not rushing the quarterback, I need to know. I don't know if it's just
Mm,
my PTSD kicking in, but what can he offer you? I'm so serious. What can Matt Eberflus offer you as a defensive coordinator except for heartbreak and failure, heartbreak and bombs down the sideline? All I heard last year when quarterbacks were thrown deep to us,
all you heard was Tom Brady. Oh, you know when you see a wide receiver wide open, Tom Brady be jumping out his seat. He started throwing the clipboard in there.
all you,
I
all you,
know Shiny had a couple moments in the locker room. I should hook off on him right now. I bet. Just if he look at me crazy, I'm gonna hook on.
there's so many games we could have won last year.
And we didn't.
So
And we just didn't.
so many,
The
and it was
Panthers
because of
game,
the defense.
Panthers game we should have won. The Packers game we should have won.
Lions game
Lions
we
game we
should
should
have.
have. I don't know. Had CD stayed healthy, we probably would have won still.
No, GP would have stood. If the defense would have stayed up, the GP would have stood up for real. I think GP would have stood up
I
if the defense held strong.
yeah. I get yeah.
And
And
then you had
then
Fergie as well, so it's not like you
the
didn't have
Eagles
anyone.
game, the first Eagles game, we should have won. We gonna always have different opinions on that.
Yeah, we gotta get into that when the football season rolls around, because
We always gonna have
we
different opinions on that. But
look at tape. Just saying,
look at the
we could
tape.
have won the
CD
game.
Lamb was drunk.
Oh, look
CD
at the tape.
Lamb.
We could have won the game earlier. Just saying, could have won the game
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh, Miles Sanders, sleeper agent. He fumbled the ball, but that's besides the point. There's a lot of games. Oh, the Chicago game blew us out.
Sleeper agent. Kyle Sanders, sleeper agent is crazy. Bro said he worked for the FBI. Nah, but there were so many players on that Dallas team that I was just like, what are you doing, bro?
How
What's
you
going
win the
on here?
NFL? It was crazy.
I'm
But
happy Kenneth Murray is a free agent though, because we
yeah,
ain't gotta do
nah, we
nothing
don't
about
want
that.
that.
We
But the
don't want
great
no.
as we see from the last time, big switch up. The great Carnell Tate at 11. What happened? a scandal must have came out or something because this is
the the the
madness.
the best wide receiver in this draft.
Carnell Tate fell all the way down to 11. I don't know. Maybe the Eagles. I said the Eagles. Maybe the Jets came to their senses this time. I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't
No,
agree with this.
no,
I
no,
don't
wait. It was Makai. No, it was Jordan
know.
Tyson.
Oh
It
yeah, it
was
was
Tyson.
Jordan Tyson.
It
No,
was
no, it
Tyson
was
at
Tate.
the two.
It was
It
great.
was Tyson at the
No,
two.
it was Tate. It was Tate. It was Tate. It was Tate. I remember because it was like the great Carnell Tate. I remember. It was Tate.
You might be. I gotta do more. I gotta look back at
I
the
got the
video. Oh
email.
my
Where's the
god.
email? I'm about to. I think I might have sent it
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
it's in the, it's literally, yeah, that's right. It's on our Instagram. It's on our Instagram. FI ladies and gentlemen, follow the Instagram. The coach I speak with teams about yeah, okay. Jordan Tyson. I was right. It was
Oh, it
Jordan
was Jordan
Tyson.
Tyson. Oh
It
yeah,
was Jordan Tyson.
the
Follow
great
the
Jordan
Instagram
Tyson.
ITR
Yeah,
with
it
MJ.
was Jordan Tyson. Yeah. Okay. 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 That's
Is
my
he
fault.
even? Is he even? He goes to the pan. Oh,
Him with Ted McMillan.
Terratoa.
I like it.
Oos.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it a
It's
lot.
better than what it looked like last week, but I like
Yeah.
it. It's
But
better than what it looked
another
like.
thing about this offseason, man, we got some crazy rumors.
Yeah,
We got some
that's the
crazy
thing. That's
rumors.
the thing. I don't try to buy into heavily with the rumors, only because one, PTSD with Jerry Jones. Two,
They're only rumors.
room. They're only rumors. It's not facts. You
But
can
until Monday, I feel like we should entertain them rumors a little bit until Monday roll around. Things start actually popping off. Until the free
I think we
agency,
should. I think we can for a little bit. I think we can give it. We have time. We have time. We have
we
time,
got
man.
time. First big rumor, everybody know. Everybody know. Maxwell Crosby. Man, oh man. Oh,
Yeah,
and
you got this segment, bro. You
I
can run
saw
this
this.
segment. You got it.
I saw this today, or was it yesterday? The Eagles are apparently open to trading Saquon. You saw that too? Oh, you
I
didn't
ain't
see
see
that.
that.
You didn't see
Whoa,
that? Oh
whoa,
no, they
whoa, whoa,
open to
whoa,
trade
whoa,
Saquon.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa,
liked
whoa,
it and
whoa,
everything.
whoa. Pause. Can we just pause? Like, just we collect ourselves. We have a few minutes. Let's just collect ourselves.
Yeah.
Why in God's name would you trade somebody that you traded for 2 seasons ago? That is a top two back in the National Football League.
Eh,
When
eh.
right now for me is Brian Bijan Robinson,
Christian
Jameer, and
McCaffrey.
Saquon. Oh yes, say Christian CMC. Yeah, so top four. Um, why would you do that? If anything, trade AJ. Be open to
AJ's
trading
definitely
AJ.
going.
Devontae Smith is staying though. Devontae Smith, he's staying. So that is just like that in itself is just like a
I
shrug.
think he's gonna retire at Eagle. I'm not even gonna lie. Like he
Oh,
gives me that
Devontae
vibe.
silent. Devontae, yeah,
Super
he's
silent.
loyal.
He's giving me that
Loyal to the
vibe. Like,
soil. Loyal to the soil.
hold on, I'm
You
trying
don't
to
you don't get
find it.
you don't have a lot of wide receivers nowadays that are actually loyal to the soil like that. You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot. You don't. So I think
Yeah,
Devontae, he might stay. He might
he
stay.
might
Maybe
stay.
later on in his career might dip, but as of right now, I can only
But
see him being in
the
Philadelphia
post was
Eagles.
like, I can't find it, but it was like they were fielding calls about trades for Saquon Barkley. My eyebrow perked up. I was like, really? I was like, oh,
Why?
okay. I don't.
I mean, like not why,
They're
because you're trading
blowing.
away
I
from
feel like they're blowing
RB.
up the whole offense. Well, not the whole offense. Well, no, they are, because Dallas Goddard, he's a free agent. He's walking.
They resigned. They resigned him. They want to resign him.
They want to resign him. Okay.
Yeah, they
No,
want to
but you
resign
know
him.
they're in cap. They're bad on the cap space right now. I
Yes,
think they only got like 400K.
yes,
I think they only got 400K.
yes,
So they gotta let some stars go.
yes,
Philly gonna be
yes,
real weak. I
yes,
can't wait.
yes.
And
So that defense needs to suffer. That
As a
defense needs to
Cowboys fan,
suffer
I wake up every morning. First thing I do, check Twitter just to see if the Cowboys made a move.
because no Jordan Carter. Because what? Not Jordan Carter. I'm about to say Jordan. Shout out Playboy Carter, Bobby L.
Yeah.
No Carter. Oh my gosh, defensive lineman on the Eagles. Carter. My thing
Jalen
is
Carter?
he's Jalen Carter. He's on his rookie contract.
Yeah.
I don't see them extending him because of the cap space.
They won't be able to
Oh,
afford him. Jordan
they won't be.
Davis,
They can't afford him either. Cooper
Jalen Phillips.
DeJean.
Oh,
Cooper
two
DeJean.
all pro corner. Yeah, they're broke. They can't do it. They're not gonna be able to do it. Philly, welcome back to the trenches. We'll see. You'll see the trenches within 3 more years, buddy. Y'all won't be
Because
able
look,
to do it.
because the longest contract they have is Saquon. That's until like 2029, right?
I actually don't know.
Because I know they extended
No,
Saquon like
I think it was Jalen Hurts because he just signed after they
Jalen
won
Hurts,
Super Bowl. They
and
gave
then
him that.
AJ and Jalen got extended. That after they won that Super Bowl, they got
Yeah,
extended. That's
yeah.
right.
Well,
Oh, they're gonna
I
be
bet they
they're gonna be
regretting it.
bad.
I bet they
They're gonna be
regretting that now.
bad. Oh, they're gonna,
Yeah,
especially after last how last season looked.
yeah.
Oh, what it's gonna be a lot of what could have been for this Philadelphia Eagles team. It's
Well,
going
they
to be
got
a
their
lot
bowl.
of
They
what
got
could
their
have been.
bowl already. That's
They
probably their
thought they
last
won.
bowl for a minute. But
It took
another one,
85 years to get there first.
yeah, it can't relate to us. We won more. We won more bowls than we lost.
Granted, it's on a BCR, but hey, at least it's
Yeah.
five.
At least it's five. Five is five. I'd rather have five
Five is
than
five.
two.
Two.
Yeah,
Hmm. And Rasheed, he's a free agent as well.
that's gonna be big. But I think everybody want him to go to the Bills. But my thing is like this: why would Josh Allen want another gadget receiver? Rasheed said he
All
is
he
going to
does
do
is
the
run.
same thing he did on the Saints and on the Seahawks. He's going to be your gadget guy. He's going to return your kicks. He's going to be in the backfield for some
He's our
packages.
Turpin. He's just gonna be a Turpin.
He's just another Cavante Turpin. He might be a little better than Cavante, depending on who you ask. It really don't matter. They're just gadget guys. They're not your main guys you want as your weapons. Like on paper, it might seem good. Like, oh, imagine how crazy this offense is. DJ Moore, um Rashid Shaheed, James
Mm-hmm.
Cook, Josh Allen, their whole tight end group. It sounds crazy on paper, but at the end of the day, Rashid Shaheed isn't going to really do too much for them except be that special teams guy. Rashid Shaheed's going to get paid though. After what he did in the
Oh
playoffs,
yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, he's going to get paid. Kenneth Murray though, I've heard some shaking in news. He might be a giant.
No, no, we're talking about Kenneth Walker. We talking about Kenneth Walker,
Oh,
not
I said
Kenneth
Kenneth
Murray.
Murray. Oh yeah, Kenneth Walker. Yeah, K9.
He's like, bro, when I see, he's like, whoa, that's a great thing.
Yeah,
That's a
nah,
great thing.
Kenneth,
You said
Kenneth
Kenneth, like,
Walker.
I'm like,
All right.
bro, probably means Kenneth Walker. When you said Kenneth, Walker, like, I rejoice. I would rejoice. I ain't gonna lie to you, but yeah, it's a mistake. You good, bro? You good?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker might be a giant. It's like if we don't want that, and Giants, the
But no, no, no,
Giants.
but no, 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 no. I don't understand that because you have Scat. Like you. I mean, granted, he runs like he has CTE because he probably does, but like you have Scat, you have Jackson Dart, who's a dual threat quarterback, and you got returning relievers, and you have Wandale Robinson. I don't, in my personal opinion, I think
Well, the Giants don't need defense; they need an offense. So here's what I think they're going to
O
do.
line. I think go O line. Go O
I,
line.
oh, what the first? I told one of my friends, David. I was like, yeah, I might go pick up an offensive lineman with this fifth, but
Yep.
I really
Spencer
think
Fino.
they might
I
get McCollum or Cornell Tate with their fifth, and I could very
wow.
well see it happening.
And the curse of MetLife Stadium affecting them.
Yeah, that's why Caleb Downs is no longer a Giant. That's why he's no longer a Giant. And if he does go to the Giants, we don't have to worry.
The turf at that stadium, Lord have mercy.
That stadium
Oh
in
God.
general, I was there for a game. I felt like I was going to tear my ACL just walking there, and I'm not even on the field. That stadium just gives me, I'm about to get hurt. I got to get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. But nah, you guys, just want to say as we close out this episode, be sure to tap into this NFL free agency this offseason. It's getting crazier and crazier by the day and by the hour. So keep your phones by you, keep Instagram, keep Twitter, keep TikTok open. Just overall, it's been a crazy off season, and it just started over just about a month ago. The off season literally just started. So tap into that. I know we keep on saying we're gonna tap into basketball, but at how this NFL offseason is looking, it's colliding with the playoffs because the playoffs starts next month. So obviously we could be talking about the NFL, not NFL, the NBA playoffs. We're gonna be talking about the play-in tournament as well, leading into the postseason, and then we talk about the NBA finals as well. And who do we have as a NBA finals favorite or NBA or going to the NBA finals?
I got an NBA question for the chat. All time, who y'all taking? Kawhi or KD?
Kawhi.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm not bugging. I know I wasn't bugging. I'm taking
Kawhi.
Kawhi. Thank you. He
Kawhi.
got ethical rings. We not worried about KD, but that's a
Kawhi.
debate. I
Kawhi.
saw that debate on Twitter today. I was like, this is a
Kawhi.
good one. Y'all let
Kawhi.
me know
Why
how
is
y'all.
that even a question? Kawhi.
Nah, it's a question. It's a real good question though.
All
Y'all let
time, I
me.
want Kawhi.
Y'all let me know
With
how
all due
y'all
respect, with all
feeling.
due respect, no, with all due, because I was a KD defender, and I know we're supposed to be closing, but just real quick, I was a. My father knows he will be back on our show soon, guys. But I was a K. I loved KD. I loved him because I loved him from OKC. Because y'all might call me a bandwagon. How many of y'all know Monte Ellis? Just saying.
I know Monte Ellis. I
Curry
knew him
before
when he
Curry,
was on
so
the
you know.
Bucks. I knew
So
when Monte was on the Bucks. I know of him, but I'm not. I wasn't a Warriors fan. My favorite player is Westbrook, so I go where he go.
exactly. So not a lot of people can say, "Oh, y'all know Monte Ellis." That's Curry before Curry. He trained Curry up to the person he is today. So leading into that, I loved KD. I loved him. I loved him with a passion. I loved his game. I loved it. The sniper outlook. I loved it. But then as his career continued, the more I just was just like, dog, what are we doing? Dog, what are we doing? Because the Nets, I was like, okay, you going with Kyrie, that's your buddy. All right, that's
Kyrie
fine.
Harden,
We should
yeah.
have traded Draymond, but no, we gotta release Klay Thompson. We gotta release Klay Thompson. Oh, I don't want to get into that, but I think honestly, KD when he decided that he wanted to go to the Suns, I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Hall of Fame ring chasing.
I can't, bro. You go into the Suns, bro. Like really, you can't just thug it out and because Kyrie, Harden, and KD only played 8 games with each other.
The Nets just got bad luck. That's just what we gonna talk about. The Nets are the Jets of the NBA.
Like you had only played 8 times. Are we serious, bro?
In 2 years, was
Only
it or was it three? Right? It was 3 years, right?
between KD and Kyrie. Yeah, between Harden, I think it was just only a season.
Uh,
Like, bro, I don't get it. But as we close of the show, you guys, be sure to follow the Instagram ITR with MJ and Mir. Please follow the Instagram ITR with MJ and Mir. Guys, you got something cooking in the works of the draft. Be on the lookout. We are cooking something up in the draft. We might be seeing a fellow inside the locker room members with us at the draft, but we're definitely cooking something up for the draft. So we'll give that announcement probably a few weeks prior to when the draft happens. But be sure to be on the lookout, you guys. All right. If that's everything, Tamir, what you gotta say? What else you gotta say?
yeah, boy, y'all, y'all have a good day. You feel me? Keep whatever
Mm-hmm.
religion in your life. And
Mm-hmm.
Justin, not Justin Timberlake. Oh yeah, Justin Timberlake, aka Jason Tatum, is making his debut back. Wish him the worst. I hate Jason Tatum for gambling reasons.
And on that note, you guys, have a good rest of y'all weekend. Love. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, comment about what y'all want us to talk about when it comes to the NBA playoffs. Comment Tamir's question. Who do y'all have all time? Kawhi or KD? Like I said, for me, no brainer. Kawhi. Maybe 3 years ago I would have said KD with valid reasons. But today, in today's society, we say Kawhi. But alright, y'all. Peace.